Good evening. What's going on, you guys? Happy Saturday. Let's get the right map up here. Big KVK here. Looks like these guys are having some fun. We're going to try and focus on earth versus wind and fire versus water portions of this KVK. Apocalypse is currently streaming fights with fodder. Good grief. With fire and water. Currently we are watching earth and wind. Right? Wind is in the bottom right. Yeah, okay. Apo, so let's look at the map, right? Apo is streaming fights that are going on over in this general area with the 2429 and 2377 folks. We're going to stay focused on this area over here with the 3159, 1126, 2377, 2650 folks. There are also fights over here. Red is 2429. They are pushing down, trying to cut off the water camp from Pass 8. They're just a few flags away, but there are back-built flags all over the place in here. But I don't want to stream exactly what Apple is streaming, so we're going to focus in this general area here, where it looks like 2377 in the wind camp is attempting to do the same thing on the right side and cut off 2429's allies from Kingsland access. So there we are. Blue is the Earth camp. Let's get in here and watch some of this action. What's up, Milky? Captain Stinkfist, new name Sasha. Snow Goose is in the house. Electro King is in the house. No ban here. Nope, you're not banned in this chat. So today, 1029, My Kingdom and our KVK. What was that, our fourth or fifth Shrine of Ra? Spring of Ra, whatever the damn thing's called. It was touch and go there for a bit. They brought a fair number of troops this time, and we couldn't seem to get anyone online. But we got it. Don't change that, please. Well, don't do anything that gets you banned here, and you won't get banned here, right? What's up, Andres? So the other reason we're kind of focused on the Earth camp here is we have friends in the Earth camp. TSN Stitch has an account in the Earth camp, 3159 to be specific. So we're just gonna watch what they can do. Well, I mean, it's not that they were tough fights, Sasha. It's just they brought more people than they have the past few times. So it took us longer to push them back. Hey, okay, Mayhem. So 1029 well represented in the stream today. Brian says his 1075 KVK has been fun. That's good. A fun KVK is always a good KVK, right? Prospect, welcome. It is like 87 degrees Fahrenheit here, so I didn't want to turn on the air conditioning just yet because it gets down in the upper 50s at night and then it climbs back up during the day. So keep the windows open overnight and then let the house cool down, and then during the day kind of close the windows off. Yeah, I think their goal at the Spring of Ra is to come in, drag us off, drag us back to where they're going to get better trades, because it's, 4 versus 1, 5 versus 1 in the open field, more so than it is to actually take that Spring of Ra itself or accumulate honor. But that does a couple things, right? Our people are we're fighting them outside of the box, so we're not gaining honor at the same time. I wonder what they'd do if we just fucking sat there. We got a really tight ball together and just fucking sat there. The last Spring of Ra, they were making some interesting comments in Lost Kingdom chat, talking about how, oh, it's such a waste. Your king, namely me, dropping king skill after king skill after king skill, blah blah blah. It's like if I got the gems to do it, I'm gonna do it. There's a little bit of trash talking back and forth in that last Spring of Ra, because they were a bit testy. And talking about how they're getting such great trades against us. And it's like, you know what? My reports show different. Reports I've seen from others show different. But hey, you keep coming, we'll keep pushing you back. If the only thing you have to brag about this KVK is some positive trades in your Spring of Ra fights, congratulations. Yeah, this new spectating menu where you can change the colors, it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. I just think that's funnier than hell, though. Go to Lost Kingdom chat, you start posting reports from the Spring of Ra. Ha ha ha, look at these trades we're getting. Okay. Look at the fucking territory on the map. Or do you even have a presence in the first zone? No, you don't. Did you even burn a flag in the first zone? No, you didn't. So you wanna laugh about a few positive trades on reports that you get fighting in the Spring of Ra? Hey, you win. I bow in the presence of your greatness. Who do I think's going to win this KVK? I think the next 24 hours will determine the winner. If 77 can push Earth Camp out of Kingsland, they then have a distinct advantage. If 2429 can push Water Camp out of Kingsland, they then have the distinct advantage. The problem I see is this. This is all of the Earth Camp territory here. It is connected through this pass. That is it. Right? There's no jump point up here connecting territory or anything. They're building a fort here to connect territory. I think this is EA in here, right? But they need to get that fort built so this territory stays connected and they have a presence in Kingsland before the pass gets clipped. Whereas the water camp on the bottom left-hand side, right? Once this pass gets taken, gets locked, gets cut off, it cuts off some territory, but they still have entrances here and territory in here where they can be a nuisance. So while 2429 has got an insane territory here, almost half of Kingsland is 2429. I don't know that... what am I trying to say here? I don't want to insult anyone, but... I guess if it's... anyone's game, I guess. It's anyone's game still. I guess, we can discuss that all night. Hindsight is 2020, right? If the major fight is over here, I mean, the problem 2429 has, they got so much territory here They're split up. Abu Red, our allies don't belong in this caliber of KVK. Remind me again, Red, which camp or which kingdom are you in? So what is happening over here? Wow. So see, 2377 has shifted quite a few resources over to this section here, so that they can get flags burnt and continue burning those flags. Once the flag is on fire, they have 20 minutes that they can shift resources back over to this side and fight 2429 and try and stop them from assisting. So 2377 is kind of flowing back and forth between both sides in this area here, while 2429 has got forces deployed on this side over here and up here. So that could present itself as a problem here in the future. $31.59. Okay, so Stitch is in your kingdom. TSN Stitch. Well, 1126 is not doing much, is how I interpret your statement then. See, did 1126 even come into Kingsland? Is this 1126 here? I don't know by the alliance names who's who. Yeah, Stitch is awesome. He fought with us in 1029. Well, he was in 1029 before I even got here. One of the original TSN crew with MF and Cat and Mavic and all them. Reaper. Not only is he a great fighter, but he's a quality person as well. So you got a good one there. I'm going to try and talk him into coming back to 1029 with one of his accounts here in the near future. We will see. 100%, just being transparent. 100% honest. I want him back. Wait. Their main alliance has 90 billion kill points? And they're in this KVK, and their main alliance has 90 billion kill points. Compare that to 217 billion that we have. And our power is 9 billion power, 217 billion kill points. That is not yeah. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But you know, unless you're playing, what is it, Desert Conquest or not Desert Conquest, King of the Nile, and there's one other one where you can pick your allies. You gotta kind of play the cards that you're dealt for good or for bad. This is nice, seeing Earth Camp and Fire Camp pinch the Wind Camp here. We're farmers? Yes, we are, Happy. Yes, we are. I farmed kill points for nearly 2 hours in that Spring of Rot earlier. Let's see what can we take off simplify graphics? What will happen? GPU temperatures still at 37 degrees. CPU temperatures at 52 degrees, 54 degrees. Well, not killing us. We'll leave it off as long as we can. What's up, Mims? Good to see ya. Yeah, congrats on your Hope Cloak. On your farm account. I'm scared to swarm you now. Yeah, I got a couple blueprints in the archaeological dig myself. So I now have all the blueprints I need to take all my archer gear up to level 5. It's just materials I'm waiting on. And we're starting then to acquire blueprints to begin leveling up our cavalry march after that. St. Jolene, what's going on? Hang on, my wife locked herself out of the house. Okay, not my wife, but my son locked himself out of the house. Yeah, I have 3159 and 2429 can continuously put pressure on 2377. That's what I want to see. That's their path to victory, in my opinion. So if you allow 2377 to, fight in this area against Earth Camp and then swing over to this area and fight against Fire Camp and just go back and forth between the two camps with their full entire population of fighters, that would be problematic. Snow Goose coming in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Snow Goose. I appreciate you. All the members in chat, please drop that Snow Goose emoji to help me thank Snow Goose for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that. So while 77 is preoccupied here with 59, what is 29 doing? See, they need to be pushing hard when the enemy is preoccupied with Earth Camp. Just my opinion, though, I'm no master strategist, tactician, territory type person, but if they're just sitting back playing defensive over here, I don't know. You guys agree with me? Disagree with me? Placing bets? No, I did not bet on any of these kingdoms bet on or against any of these kingdoms in Osiris League. God knows if they're even going to show up tomorrow for their league match. Goose is very kind. Yes, yes, yes. So 77's going in deep here. I think they're going to circle around the top of the mountain. And the 29's just got to keep the pressure on them. Where's the flag? I can't see the flag when I'm zoomed in. How come I can't see a flag there? There it is. Okay, so at least the flag's on fire here. That one's not being touched yet. This one's on fire here, so... I mean, they are keeping pressure on them from a territory perspective, but... See, now 77's just falling back. They're gonna refresh their troops and probably go over here or back up here. Who's winning? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I mean, one thing, 2377 is strong as hell. 2429 is strong as hell. 3159 is a very solid kingdom from what I can tell. There you go. Yep. Build another flag. Get as many burnt as you can while they're focused on the other side of the map. Just very slow progress with flags being back-built and back-built and back-built. It's freaking exhausting. Been there, done that. There we go, pirate code. So Fire Camp has this pass just about cut off for Water Camp. The Water Camp still is going to have presence in Kingsland based on this other pass and these mountain jumps. If Wind Camp is able to cut off this pass, it is going to, well, their Earth Camp is building a fort up here to keep the territory connected. So they're still going to have a presence here unless Wind Camp gets all the way up to the top. Fire Camp has got an insane amount of territory in Kingsland. But if their allies get pushed out, it will be very tough for them. Yeah, last KVK, they were absolutely amazing to watch. I mean, they're doing fantastic, but I understand what you're saying. They've got some players in there that have... Appo's been frustrated more so this KVK than last KVK. Is it because they're facing tougher opponents? Honestly, I'd rather fight 2268 than I would 2377 myself. Get it burning. Get it burning. $59's in their downtime? Let's check the left side of the map that you guys are talking about here, right? Oh, this territory up here just got cut. Yeah, like I said, there's the... God, I keep forgetting which camp this is. The water camp is still connected through this pass 8 and over this mountain jump here. So it's looking good on that side of the map for fire camp. What's up, Jerko? Were you in this KVK, Pete? I didn't realize that. $29.05. Okay, I see. Forgive me if I don't remember what kingdom everyone is in. I know Car's in 1960. Hubs is in 1029. Dracul's in 1029. Captain Sinkfuss is in 1029. Now I know Pete's in 2905. Will I be able to remember that? Probably not. St. Jolene is the drop-like queen. Got a rally on this Gorgo here. Plug your ears, here it comes.
Fight!
I don't know. I'm not in 3159, but it looked like rope-a-dope, right? They played like they were going for this flag and then rallied this flag. right, so what's 29 doing? Did their building flag get built or did it get taken down? I swear there was one building. Yeah, they need to, in my opinion, they need to push in and cut these troops from going off over here to allow Earth Camp to have a slightly easier time when they're trying to burn flags on that right side. And that may be what they're doing. They might just be balling up to do that, but this battle of pilots is going to be fun to watch. Yep, I will refrain at this time from stating my opinion about pilots. I don't pilot for anyone, but if there was one person who asked me to pilot for them that I would say yes to, it would be Apocalypse. If he needed a pilot, I'd be there for him. I still see Attila in the open field. That's yuck. Gorgolucci, ZL Hermans. See a Trajan running around out there. A lot of HQs. A lot of Nevskis. A couple of Boudikas here and there. Yeah, I mean, for being a newer kingdom, quote unquote newer, 3159 is doing a hell of a job. They will be, if they're not already something to be feared in KVK, they will be in the very near future. What's up, Abdo? I'm doing well. Hope you are as well. Trajans are yummy? Yes. Feast. Feast. I mean, seriously, for 2377 to be fighting 2429 on this side and a super solid kingdom like 3159 on this side at the same time, that's just freaking insane. Oh, and while we weren't looking, that flag got burned. Now this other flag is under pressure. Is there a rally on it? Oh, looks like someone just is hitting it. Oh yeah, there's a rally flag there. Sorry. Appreciate that. We're having a very good KVK thus far. Plug your ears, here it comes. Earth is entering their uptime. The next few hours are going to be fun. So let's see. It's almost 8 a.m. in Seoul, South Korea. Is Earth Camp Asian? American? I mean, it's it's almost 7 p.m. on the East Coast in the U.S., which means it's almost 4 p.m. on the West Coast. Let's check it. We know we're going to have fights there, but let's check out the left side here. How long do these flags have? Got a while yet. That one's almost done. Are Asian. 1126 is international. Well, if they can buy time and make a little bit of progress by burning some flags here and there too, that's just going to be well. Abu Red says I can confirm 3159 is not Asian. We just rock Asian jailbait. Yeah, the only one I know in 3159 is Stitch, and he's in California. So it's almost 4 p.m. for him, which means he's probably got a good 6 to 8 hours left in him. Catfishing enemies with downtimes. So Abu Red says we are US, EU, and Australian. Yeah, if that is the case, this should be their prime time since it's the evening in the United States. It is 8:52 a.m. in Sydney and 11:52 p.m. in London. So seeing as it's Saturday night, you would think that those European folks would be staying up late. So those time zones, they should all be online now. Weekend, exactly. It's the weekend. Next weekend for 10/29, our Pass 8 opens on Thursday at 16:29 UTC. So I have taken Thursday and Friday off. Saturday and Sunday, of course, I have off. It's the weekend. And then Monday is Memorial Day. So I've got a 3-day work week, 5-day weekend coming up here. Crack, thank you for the membership. I appreciate that, sir. Welcome to the Touchdown Club. Gives you access to all the wonderful Electro King emojis on YouTube, along with the Touchdown Club on my Discord server if your YouTube is linked to your Discord ID. Alright, Pirate Code, have a good one. Oh yeah, we're going through Pass 8, definitely. I do not know the specific territory plans, nor would I tell you what the specific plans were. But our intent is to win that zone and fight like hell. Dracul is going to lead the charge for every single murder ball. He's going to whale tank for us. So everything fire camp and earth camp is touching with 77. Appears to be on fire. This one's repair. Oh, that's got an hour yet. So one of the tides of war was used here. That's got an hour yet before it can even be attacked. I haven't seen anyone build any archer towers to clear off some of these cities yet. Always a good laugh whenever I see you in other chats. Hey, appreciate that. I like to have fun. You know, I take KVK seriously, but you know, this game is a large portion of my life, so you gotta have fun while you do it. If you're not having fun, you might as well not do it. Find something else to do. Life is too short. Are you talking to me, Hubs, or somebody else? Can't quite tell. There goes that flag. Plug your ears. Yeah, it does. I would agree with that. Looks like 3159 is one of the better young kingdoms out there. So yeah, I mean, although these flags are burning from 77. It doesn't mean a hill of beans, because this flag will go down first. As will this flag here. How long until this fort is built? Got 46 minutes on that yet, so they just got to buy some time, not get cut off from the pass. That flag real soon. This flag's got, I don't know what, 20, 30 minutes on it. Depending on how many heals it gets in. Oh, is this 59 as well? No, that's 1126. Yep, Captain, it's who needs their sleep first? All right, sleep well, Hubs. What's that, Jared? Apple, who are the 2249 on the title? Who I don't know. I don't know who has titles in 2429. It's like this dude's general. Seven hours of fun. You're gonna keep going though, right, Pete? Yeah, I mean, how long can 77 keep up against two Monster Kingdoms? Good man, Pete. Good man. Did I in the description of the video? Oops. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about, Jared. Maybe you need to refresh the stream because the video's got 2429 in it. In the description, the thumbnail. Yeah, you might be dyslexic. There we go, all fixed. All fixed. It's all fixed. We're all better now. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Changed the thumbnail, re-uploaded the thumbnail too. That might take a minute or two to change. Hey, cut an old man some slack. No, seriously, I appreciate you guys letting me know. Oh, finally there's a breeze coming in this office window. Alright, is anyone off territory, or will they drop another flag right away? Respect the elderly. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lambo, do you miss long fights in BC KDs? Honestly, no. I am an individual who, if my kingdom is online and fighting, it's very, very hard for me to log off. And nobody pilots my account. So if the pass opens and we have 24 hours of fighting and we win the zone and I can sleep, that's a good thing. Whereas if I was in one of these kingdoms and there was 2, 3, 4 days of fighting straight in Kingsland, I would feel like I had to be there the entire time. Just because, no man left behind, right? That's kind of the mentality I have. So it's fun to watch, don't get me wrong, but when I get tired of watching it, I can just shut down the stream and go do whatever. Do I wish we had some intense fights with this many troops on the field from time to time in a BCD type KVK? Yeah, but at the same time, I'm happy with 24, 48 hours of fighting, and then things kind of chill out till the next pass opens. Oh, I don't doubt that, Jared, that they're not even half trained. I don't doubt that. Some guy in 2650 swarmed my city yesterday. 800 deads to 400k deads. For him. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I mean about 20 hours fighting is as much as I can do before I gotta log off and sleep for 2 to 4 hours. Yeah, you got consistent pressure while Water Camp is doing fuck all. They're not even here, eventually resulting in wind versus fire and earth. Yeah, I know Pete is from 2905. Who is winning? You asked me that like 45 minutes ago. I think it's still too close to call. There you go. Captain's got the right answer. Always Lilith. So 173 million power there. Unlikely they swarm that down. 104 million power there. That's swarmable. That's swarmable. You get Mr. Hope and Wild Lion over here. That's definitely swarmable. It's going to be slow progress for fire camp here because back building. I believe that wind camp's focus is on trying to get earth camp out of the zone. Fire camp is doing a number on water camp over in this area. But even if this pass gets taken by fire, right? Water camp's still got these two alliances that have territory in Kingsland, so it's going to be a while yet. Yeah, I don't see near the presence on the field for 77 that I saw earlier today. I mean, they're still there in huge numbers, don't get me wrong, but that said, if it is 3159's uptime, so to speak, then they've got more marches over there to contend with than they did before. 657, 694. How many random teleports did it take for him to get in there? See, the thing this is doing, though, is it is distracting, what, 5, 10, potentially 15 marches from fighting where you're fighting for objectives. It's probably, I'm guessing, like 3, 4 a.m. in Russia, depending on where you are. It's 2:14 a.m. in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, 3:14 a.m. in Dubai. If it's 8:14 a.m. in Seoul, South Korea, it is, yeah, it's probably right around that in Vietnam as well. So let's change this poll question here. That's for engagement purposes, right? 64 votes and what? 29 likes. The math doesn't math, but who cares, right? Let me change this poll question. I would genuinely like to know what you guys think about pilots. And if you feel like sharing as well, please feel free to do so. If you vote for it's good for the game, it's ruining the game, please feel free to articulate your vote within the chat. $6.59, $6.63. Is that you, your girlfriend? Some random picture you pulled off the internet? Matt, thank you for sharing. As someone in the low seat that rarely sees pilots, I am impartial. As far as piloting goes, I'll give you my opinion, right? I understand why people do it. I am not one who has ever bought into the if you can't beat them, join them mentality. Which is why I hear a lot of people get pilots because, oh, this kingdom we're facing has a lot of pilots, so I need one too. It is technically against the terms of service. Lilith chooses not to enforce that portion of the terms of service at the present time. Does that mean that if they decide to enforce it tomorrow, everyone who's piloting or everyone who's having their accounts get piloted get banned? Because they're choosing not to enforce it now. I don't think legally they have to come out and say, okay guys, we're going to start enforcing our terms of service now. They would just start banning people. So that's my first concern. Second concern, right, is if I have someone pilot my account, I got a ton of passports. What happens if I wake up and they're in a different kingdom? They take my account to a different kingdom. And it's haha, fuck you, Lambo. I mean, I would not want anyone on this account that I do not trust 110%. And I can't imagine finding a pilot to play in an account from a website for $8, $10, $12 an hour, whatever the case may be. You're going to necessarily get the most reputable, most trustworthy people in the world. Some kingdoms make it a requirement to have a pilot to migrate in. Those are not kingdoms I would ever migrate to. As I've been a pilot for a 60 guy, it's pretty difficult to win without pilots. 7 March sleeping is very bad for a fight. They choosing not to enforce it because of money. Exactly. If piloting gets banned, many whales would quit. My king lost his account because of that shit. There's secondary password stuff like that. For stuff like that. Choose pilots who you trust. So I get it. Lilith's making a ton of money off of it. That's why they're choosing not to enforce it. They don't make money from resource sellers, which is why they're choosing to enforce it. I personally think it's way too late for them to now reverse course, go back and start banning people for having piloted accounts. They've let it go on for so long. It should have been stopped. It should have been stopped much, much earlier when it first started, rather than to allow it to take place for so long. You know, if people want to have pilots on their account, hey, feel free. Feel free. It's not something I do. At this point, it's primarily present in these higher seed KVKs. We don't see it a lot in lower seed KVKs. Same with buying, exactly. Same with buying accounts. They make too much money from, because if somebody can afford to pay $10,000, $15,000 for an account, they can afford to spend on the account. That's a very good point, Pete Rocks, right? That's why we do voice interviews for every single migrant coming to this kingdom, coming to 1029. A person's stats don't mean jack shit anymore. You know, you don't know if they got those stats by cheeseburgering out of their city for 5 consecutive KVKs. You don't know how many of those stats they got, how many of those stats their pilots got. So it's very, very hard to know who you're getting, who's migrating into a kingdom, if you don't do a voice interview. Is it time consuming? Absolutely. Is it mind numbing and tedious and draining? Absolutely. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I honestly, Crack, I don't know how much pilots get paid. I guess it would depend on the account you're piloting and a person's level of experience. I mean, the only player I would ever pilot for myself if they asked me to would be Apocalypse. There's a lot of questions we ask, you know, basically, when did they start playing the game? Do they have pilots on their account? If so, we need to interview the pilots as well. You know, what's been their experience in various KVKs, which KVK format they like the most, what are their goals for their account moving forward. You know, it's like a job interview, I'll be honest with you. Bring says I would play an account in this KVK for free. A lot of pilots are like that, right? They're a free-to-play player or a low spender, and they want to experience playing on an account with pretty much every commander to choose from with insane gear. Some are just friends. Yep, that makes sense, Car. Some are just good friends. You know, hey, you pilot me this KVK, I'll pilot you next KVK. They might be in different kingdoms. Abu Red says the best pilots are your in real life friends who are free to play and want to experience a big account. I mean, I don't have any real life friends where if they fucked up my account, I could drive over to that play this game. I have friends in real life, right? But I don't have any real life friends that play this game that I could drive over to their house and punch them in the fucking face if they screwed up my account. Alright, so 29 is over here now supporting this flag build from Earth Camp. Brain says, I don't care, I just want to smash. Think again, Sasha, think again. I mean, their TSN Cat has a password to my account. And MF had a password to my account when he was still playing. But I asked them specifically, said, if you need me on the field for fighting, you call me anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I will be there. The only reason you should ever need to log on to my account is if something, God forbid, happened to me. You know, I got hit by a friggin' bus. I was in the hospital and I couldn't log on to my account, and you needed to teleport my city to keep it safe. If I turned off simplified graphics in these fights, I think my iPad would explode. Well, I mean, my PC is not, 37 degrees on the GPU, 54 degrees on the CPU. We're doing well. I mean, that's while I'm running OBS. I got Discord up. I got the stream itself up. I got Stream Elements up. I got Nightbot up. I got the music playing over Chrome. What's up, Raz? Yeah, that makes sense, Jared. I'll look into that. Would I pilot a 1960 account? No, probably not. If Redline asked me to, I would do his. Just because I have a lot of respect for Redline. Pete still plays on his phone. Oh, good God. What's that in Celsius? That is Celsius. The PC temperatures are in Celsius. 37 degrees Celsius on the GPU. 55 degrees Celsius on the CPU. So computers, well, unless you change it to Fahrenheit, computers default to Celsius. I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, you shouldn't worry about your CPU until it hits 80 degrees Celsius. GPU about 70, 75 Celsius. And even then, if it starts thermal throttling, the computer's gonna slow down the voltage to get the temps back within range. But I've never had an issue. Got water cooling on the CPU, and the GPU is the case I have is fantastic for airflow. Now, if you ask me what the temperature outside was in Celsius, I don't know. It's like 84 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is 84 Fahrenheit and Celsius, 28.8889 degrees Celsius, which is quite warm for me. I like those temperatures about mid to upper 60s Fahrenheit. So So my ideal temperature outside is 19.4 degrees Celsius. As long as it's sunny. I am resisting to turn on the air conditioner because today was supposed to be the hottest day of the week. Temperatures are slowly supposed to go down over the rest of this week. Probably get thunderstorms tonight. But right now it's a beautiful sunny day, not a cloud in the sky. That's some good math you did in your head there. No, it's called Google. I won't take credit for it. My wife would love to move to Texas. I would love to move to Alaska. Shangla says, before, when Imperiums had more than 3 main alliances, there was no need for pilots. But now 1 alliance per kingdom, I assume that you mean 1 alliance per kingdom, it's a must. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play in these high A Imperium kingdoms and compete against the top tier kingdoms, it is pretty much a, if you can't beat them, join them type of scenario. Well, that's kind of another reason that I don't think I would ever go back to a high A seed Imperium type kingdom. You know, at my power level with all the commanders that I have maxed, there would probably be a lot of pressure on me to try and get a pilot. And I don't want to do that. Prospect, thank you very much for the 7 months in the Touchdown Club. Tornado in Texas yesterday? Yeah, that's for the Tornado Alley there. The weird thing is, I know people that live in Texas and they don't have basements. I mean, if you know you live in an area that's prone to tornadoes, why would you not have a basement in your house? That makes no sense. I mean, we don't get near the number of tornadoes in northeastern Wisconsin that they do in, you know, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Yet everyone here's got a basement. Not really, Abu. I mean, specifically our kingdom, I think we have 15 people that are maxing tech this KVK. 15 out of 64 main accounts. Probably another 15 that are buying pop-up bundles and Mountain Warfare. You know, and then a good 30 that are free to play, very low spenders. I think if I was in an Imperium kingdom, I would feel more pressure to spend money to, you know, ensure that I could rally if the kingdom needed it, or I could garrison if the kingdom needed it. It would be cool if we had basements on the West Coast. Yeah, basements are great, man. Full bar down in the basement, 50-inch flat screen. Xbox, Wii, GameCube. That's where the kids hang out with their friends. Better not be drinking my booze, but I mean, I don't have the best garrison in this kingdom, but it gets used from time to time. When they call out in Discord chat and say we need a garrison and a flag, I'm going to wait a good 30 seconds to respond, just because there are other people that enjoy that much more than I do. But if they need me, I can always garrison. You know, I prefer doing rallies and open fielding. Dracula's been fighting this KVK. He has. He's in 1029 now. He's been fighting. We're turning him into a fighter. If he would just pay attention to markers from time to time. But I get it. You get caught up in the moment. So yeah, Dracul so far in this KVK, when we last pulled stats, he had 84 million kill points, 1.5 million T4 kills, 3.5 million T5 kills, 300,000 deads. He has clicked the help button 1,100 times and gathered 302.9 million resources. In our kingdom, he is ranked 28th in DKP. And that's out of 64 main accounts. (1986) was the last decently big tornado in your country? Well, consider yourself lucky. I mean, I don't think I would ever want to live in California or Florida, right? Earthquakes that just kind of spring up out of nowhere. Florida hurricanes, it would be very, very hard for me to just up and leave, right? We're evacuating the area. Leave everything, every worldly possession you own in your house and leave. I'd be one of the stupid fuckers that says, nope, I'm not leaving. Earthquakes are fun. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, we got a good group of players in 1029. We really do. And Dracul's only going to get better playing here as he learns how we do things. Right? This is his first KVK with us. And the same can be said about other players who are playing their first KVK with us as well. You know, as we play more and more together, that teamwork and that bond will form, and they will understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, so they don't have to ask, you know, next time. They will trust in the leadership team to place the markers correctly and tell people where to go. I don't expect free-to-play low spenders to be swarming every flag. Once we get into Kingsland, the expectation is there. But I don't expect them to be swarming every single flag in the starting zones. Oh, in the KVK chat, I think Captain Stinkfist posted a link to the stats website we're using. Yeah, 3159 is doing quite well at the moment. Let's see what's going on over here. Ooh, big fight, big fight. Change the blue to fire camp. Mr. BT Cyborg. What's up, Cheech? Alright, guys, as you're coming in the door, hit that like button, would you? If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Helps me out greatly. Slowly and surely working our way to 5,000 subs. Yeah, we can look at the left side too. We kind of been bouncing around. But the last time we looked over here, Fire Camp was pretty much free burning these flags. I mean, they're just a couple of flags away from being able to put some pressure on this pass 8. And they're doing this with very minimal numbers over here. Yeah, we got friends in 3159. TSN Stitch is there, so we've kind of been focused on this section of the map here. Apocalypse is streaming still, I think. He's fighting in this section of the map here, so we don't want to, really stream the exact same thing he is. If you're wanting to see this fight from a fighter's perspective, somebody who's actually fighting in it, I would encourage you to go and watch Apocalypse Gaming. Yeah, so for those of you that didn't know, Wild Lion and what's the name? Hope. The father-son combo at 1.4 billion each. They got imprisoned right when the gates unlocked to Kingsland, so they were not happy. From what I read, they were streaming. They rage quit the stream. They started. He had like 3 or 4 streams out there for Kingsland. So, but yeah, that solid tactic, right? It's a solid tactic. Mr. Hopeless, Wild Lion, and Mr. Hope. Are those the names? I don't know them personally, so I got nothing necessarily really, really good or really, really bad to say about them, right? But, I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're that high a power and you do not want to get imprisoned right before Kingsland opens, don't stream your coordinates on a live stream. You know, I mean, you got nobody to blame for that then but yourself. You're streaming your exact coordinates on a live stream rather than making them hunt all over the map to find you. You made it very, very easy for them. Richie Rich. They sent him messages and they weren't. Oh, I didn't see that part of Appo's stream. I was in and out of my office all afternoon. Like Appo's got control over that. Let's see what these coordinates are. 506, 607. Did I type that in correctly? Okay. So 3159 is coming in over on this side too now. Switch to fire. We'll watch this big fight here for a little bit. Appo stop streaming? No, he's still streaming. There you go. There's the plan too, right? Go back to Home Kingdom, wait till the pass falls, then teleport into Lost Kingdom. That makes perfect sense, Jared. How was the rally on your city then, Pete? Ooh, there we go. There's the first archer tower I've seen in Kingsland here. That will clear a bunch of these cities out of here, including that person. I don't want to try and pronounce their name. Sorry if I probably butcher it. Peppa. That'll clear Peppa out. Potentially Tsunami. BT Cyborg. That's if they can keep that up, that it's a smart play. If they let that build and then have the tide to pop on it for no flag burning for 3 hours, that would be even better. Imagine 29 and 59 switch the sides. Yeah, better late than never, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know what the plan is here. Oh, it shows oh, that's nice. It shows the full range of that tower when zoomed out like that too now. Nice. So let's see what this poll says. "47% don't care about pilots. 47% say it's ruining the game. 5% say it's good for the game." Interesting. Let's do one more poll yet tonight. This is a simple yes/no one. What do you think? Well, 24-29 and 23-77 play in their league matches tomorrow. I think they both have 2 teams in the top 16. What's up, AG? Fire also streaming? Did not realize you were a streamer, Fire. It doesn't look like it. I just clicked on view channel and I don't see any content there. Well, you do not need to avoid markers anymore when you live stream. You can turn the markers off. If you are part of Lilith's content creator program, they have an option where they can give you in the game to turn markers off. So what I do when I'm playing is I will have the markers turned off and I will watch the markers on my my tablet on a different account. Not on this account. Do you stream Rise of Kingdoms? What's your channel name? Our KVK is smooth as silk. Right now we are waiting for the Pass 8 to open. Ah, yes. If you're placing markers, that's a different story, right? Apple's not happy about the message. His mood changed after. Well, I mean, 2377 could have done the exact same thing. Okay. I think I watched a couple of those Ninja Shay streams. So let's go to my KVK. We'll give you a rundown of what's going on here. It is a Nile KVK. So the first zone we moved in, we cleared them out of the first zone. We deleted a bunch of territory in here to reduce the amount it costs to build flags, since the goal in this first zone is simply to burn this enemy Hyron, right? So we did that. They wanted access to the El Cid Bastion. They asked me if they could build back into this zone to touch the Bastion. After consulting with our leadership team in our camp and our allies' camps, it was decided no, we would not let them build to the El Cid Bastion. That's a legendary commander. They get more crystals doing that bastion than doing the epic commander bastions. So the decision was made. I communicated that to the individuals in the other camp. Put my camp or my map up there now. And they then proceeded to build through the pass, come back in here, and we didn't have territory down here. We had deleted a bunch of territory, so they built to the bastion. We all ported back into this zone, and we got them out of the zone again. They must have decided that they did not like that. They did not like the trades they were getting, the reports that they were getting, or whatever. And they've now disconnected from this pass 4 entirely. It only takes one flag to build it back, but the next zone we go into will be this zone here. Fighting will take place in the zone and around this Font of Ra when the Font of Ra opens. The kingdoms that we face in that zone will be 1108, 1751, and 1835. Those kingdoms are allies. In the bottom right hand corner here, met in this zone here, and they did not have much trouble with them in this zone. So I'm hoping for a good fight. I don't anticipate having a too rough of a time here. We will have this pass into Kingsland for sure. Our goal is to then get this pass into Kingsland as well. After the pass 8's open, okay, pass 8 there, pass 9 will open. We will meet the same folks that we fought in this zone up top here, and we will make every effort to get into this zone and burn what we need to burn in this zone, and hopefully we can get this pass 10 down here as well. We are currently deciding as a camp, are we going to go harder for this pass 10, harder for this pass 10, or are we just going to go balls to the wall and try and get both of them? Some strategic conversations need to be had with the leadership in the camp to see what we were doing, where we were doing it, and when we were doing it, and how we were doing it. Those are conversations that I am giving very little insight into. If they need me to make a decision, I will. I have great officers in this kingdom that do a fantastic job with daily events, with planning arc matches, with everything. So my primary role here is that of a project manager, popping buffs, and just kind of doing that high-level diplomacy with the other camps. So that's where we stand in our KVK. This pass will open on May 23rd at 1629 UTC. I will hopefully be live streaming for it. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be. And we'll go from there. This pass 8 we'll get through. We'll fight for this one, right? Their pass 8, I believe it is semi-protected. Yes. So our allies will go in through this pass 9 into that zone. I don't know if that's for sure though. What's up, Mad Mania? Good to see you. So either way, I want some good fights. We've already hit 30 million kills. The next fights, though, will take place during MGE, which means the new Eleanor commander. So I'm sure we will have players going hard for that, and you know what that means? That always means that other kingdoms fight twice as hard as they generally do at other times. When there's an MGE commander at stake, you'll see people fighting on the field that you don't see the rest of KVK. So that is my hope, that is my desire, that we get some good fights and, you know, maybe get another 30 million kills in this next zone. But that said, it is reset. I'm going to go spend some time with the wife after I buy the daily bundles. We're going to get you over to Apocalypse Gaming when you get there. You know, just give him a heart in the chat. Just drop some hearts in the chat. And let him know that we are all thinking about him as he goes on this 3, 4, 5-day marathon, which is their Kingsland fight. Thanks everyone for jumping on today. Appreciate the good conversation in chat. And maybe we'll fire up a stream in 12 hours or so. 9 or 10 hours maybe a really early stream for me, if nobody else is streaming. And we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you.